live stream. So again, hello and welcome to this very important live stream. And people that join this need to listen very carefully, especially if they are in the UK or you are due to travel abroad to the EU from the UK, because new rules are going to be coming into place from this coming Sunday. We've hit midnight now. It's Thursday the 9th of October 2025. So we are 3 days away from these new rules coming into place in the Schengen area from this Sunday, the 12th of October. Pardon me. In a nutshell, that's going to mean that your passports are not going to get stamped at some of the airports in the EU. Again, it's not going to be fully rolled out for at least 6 months, but the information I'm going to read out is very important. And I'll be sharing all the links under the description under this video, and I'll be pasting the text from the document I'm going to read out live on camera now, so that you can reread it. And I would like the video shared, and also make sure your friends and family watch this video as well, especially if you are traveling abroad from this Sunday, whether you're going on a short break, a city break, a week or two's holiday, or even a cruise. Or even if you're going over abroad on the Eurotunnel from Folkestone, or you're going on Eurostar from London, or you're going on a ferry from Dover or Southampton on a cruise, wherever, you need to listen to this information. Very important information. So basically, in a nutshell, in my hand here, I have a document which is called New Schengen Entry Requirements. There are 7 paragraphs that I'm going to read out. Each paragraph I'm going to read out twice. Okay, and obviously add a few points in as well that I know regarding this information. This is very important information. This is off the travel advice page for Croatia that I had in an email yesterday. I've basically just copied the text from the grey box that is in the entry requirements section, and this is the information that you will see on the countries page wherever you're going. So Croatia was the example one because I've registered with them, with their page, because I go to Croatia quite a lot. I've been 13 times, obviously, since 2017. But the point is, this information will also be on whichever country you're going to, whether it's Greece, Spain, Portugal, France, the Balearic Islands, the Canary Islands, Germany, Holland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, whichever country abroad, the Czech Republic, Hungary, Romania, whichever country you're going to that's in the Schengen area, this information will be there. So please listen very carefully, as I'm going to read out each paragraph twice from this document. I will also physically, when I'm back upstairs, copy all the text and put it in the description along with all the web links, so that you can look at it yourself in your own time. I have just done a video on this, but this is important for a live stream, so I'm going to read out every single paragraph of this document twice, so that you can just get it in your head. I want genuine, appropriate comments as well in the video and on the chat. I don't want anything ridiculous where I have to remove people. This video is really important, so please listen very carefully. This is about the new Schengen entry requirements coming into the EU from this coming Sunday. So if you are travelling abroad from the UK to an airport abroad, you need to listen to this information, because there are going to be brand new rules in place when you land at your airport if you're going on holiday. So please subscribe at CarlSmith25 to the channel. Please like the video. Please leave appropriate comments. First paragraph of this document says this. From the 12th of October 2025, that's this Sunday, the European Union, the EU, new entry-exit system, or EES, will begin rollout. Okay, so again, that's from the 12th of October 2025, the European Union's new entry-exit system will begin rollout, mainly at airports to start with. Okay, second paragraph. This means that when you travel into the Schengen area for short stays, whether it's 2 or 3 nights, a week or 2 weeks, you may need to register your biometric details such as fingerprints and a photo. You do not need to take any action before you arrive at the border, and there is no cost for entry-exit system registration. Okay, I'll repeat. This means that when you travel into the Schengen area for short stays, you may need to register your biometric details such as fingerprints and a photo. You do not need to take any action before you arrive at the border, and there is no cost for entry-exit system registration. Okay? Third paragraph. On your first visit into a Schengen country from the 12th of October onwards, that's this Sunday, so if you're going to Spain, Greece, France, Portugal, Croatia, you may be asked to register your details at a special booth before proceeding to the immigration desk, which is the passport desk. So you may enter a booth and put your finger on a pad, you'll have a photograph taken, you'll then go to a desk and they will just check your passport. They'll probably check when you last entered and exited the country, whichever country you went to last time, just to make sure you've not overstayed your 90 days stay, because you are allowed a 90-day stay in a 180-day period. So that's what will happen. Follow directions from your travel operator or the staff at your port of entry. So if you've booked a package holiday like with Jet2 or TUI or EasyJet, speak to the reps on arrival, or even speak to airline staff if you are unsure, or the staff at the airport where you've landed. You may also need to provide either your fingerprint or photo when you leave the Schengen area. So at the end of your holiday or short stay, you'll go back through the same procedure again, but in reverse, where you might have a fingerprint taken and a photograph, or maybe just a fingerprint on its own, but your passport won't get stamped unless it's not fully rolled out. Children aged 11 or younger will not have their fingerprints scanned, but may need their photo taken. Okay, so I'm going to read the third paragraph again. On your first visit into a Schengen country from the 12th of October onwards, that's this Sunday, you may be asked to register your details at a special booth before proceeding to the immigration desk. Follow directions from your travel operator or the staff at your port of entry. You may also need to provide either your fingerprint or photo when you leave the Schengen area. Children aged 11 or younger will not have their fingerprints scanned, but may need their photo taken. Okay? The fourth paragraph is very important because I know that Brits are not very good at patience when it comes to queues at airports. And I know security and passport control can be a nightmare at some airports, as we experienced at Larnaca a few weeks ago. But again, this paragraph's important because you need to just demonstrate a little bit more patience when you're at the border, and this will explain why. Entry-exit system may take each passenger a few extra minutes to complete, so be prepared to wait longer than usual at the border. Again, I repeat, entry-exit system, EES, may take each passenger a few extra minutes to complete, so be prepared to wait longer than usual at the border. Reason for that is you may get asked several questions, such as, have you got the appropriate travel insurance for your holiday? How long are you staying? Have you gone there for leisure or business purposes? Have you got proof of your accommodation? Have you got proof of a return booking, a return ticket? And have you got enough money for the duration of your stay? They are just 5 of the questions you may get asked, okay? Which is why it says that it may take longer than usual. So again, exercise a little bit of patience. Understandable if you've got an invisible disability like autism or Asperger's, or you've got a sunflower lanyard on. Again, it can be frustrating. I know kids get very tiresome when waiting a long time, but again, just display a little bit of patience because this is a new system that's being rolled out, and it's all going to be new, not just to us as Brits going abroad, but also to them over there for implementing it. So again, just exercise a little bit of patience. That's the advice I'm going to give, okay? The next one, very important paragraph now. Entry-exit system will not be rolled out to all ports of entry at once. The number of passengers being registered at each port of entry will vary, and some destinations may take up to 6 months to fully roll out the new process. So they might not get fully put out there till April next year. But again, depending on the country you're going to, check the entry requirements on the page of the country you're going to. Whether that's Spain, France, Portugal, Germany, Croatia, which is where this is from, just check the entry requirements on each country because there may be a grey box with this information in it. So I suggest you just check it. But I'm going to put the links in so you can have a look yourselves in your own time. So again, I repeat, entry-exit system will not be rolled out to all ports of entry at once. The number of passengers being registered at each port of entry will vary, and some destinations may take up to 6 months to fully roll out the new process. Okay? Right, the next paragraph, an important one. Until the entry-exit system is fully rolled out, your passport will continue to be stamped, even if you've already been registered for entry-exit system. So if you go to a country where you have your fingerprint photograph done but not stamped, and then you go to another country where your passport is still stamped, it's still got to be done according to what it says here. Because it might not be registered in that country, but it might be registered in another one. So just bear that in mind, because it's going to take up to 6 months to fully roll it out to all the airports and ports of entry. So it's going to take quite a while to do it. So it just says, until the entry-exit system is fully rolled out, your passport will continue to be stamped, even if you've already been registered. Once the EES is fully rolled out, it will replace the current system of manually stamping passports when visitors arrive in the Schengen area for short stays, and you'll input biometric details, which is basically a fingerprint, a photograph, every time you enter or exit. But again, that 90-day rule does still apply. Okay? Last paragraph. This is now if you're not going from an airport. Okay? So if you enter the Schengen area through the port of Dover, so if you go over to France or to Spain or to Belgium or Holland, right? Through the port of Dover or the Euro Tunnel at Folkestone or Eurostar at St Pancras International Railway Station in London, and you are asked to register for entry-exit system, the information will be taken at the border before you leave the UK. So basically, you'll just be straight in because you will have already done it. So again, if you enter the Schengen area through the port of Dover, Euro Tunnel at Folkestone or Eurostar at St Pancras International, and you are asked to register for the entry-exit system, the information will be taken at the border before you leave the UK. Okay? That's all the information there on the new entry-exit system. So I really hope that that has helped a lot of people out there now calm their nerves, especially when it comes to travelling from this Sunday, right? If you're going on a cruise, by the way, you won't necessarily have to go through that if you are just doing a cruise on its own, because you're only going to be visiting a certain port for one day, aren't you, then going somewhere else. If you're doing a cruise and stay, either a 3-night stay before or after your cruise or a 7-night stay before or after your cruise, then you will probably have to go through that process. But if you're on a cruise for 2 weeks or just a week, I'm pretty sure you won't have to go through that information. You won't have to worry about it. But again, you can check with Marella Cruises staff, you can check with the staff on board the ship, you can check with airport reps, TUI or Jet2 reps, whichever holiday company you go with. But again, that system is applicable to most people that are going to be travelling abroad for land holidays, or even going abroad like truck drivers go to France to do jobs, coach drivers go over to France on the ferry, on the Eurotunnel. Again, that is going to come into place from this Sunday, the 12th of October. Okay, so I hope this video has helped a lot of you out there with that information. If you haven't watched the video yet, this will be posted on YouTube very soon. It'll be made public, and I'll put all the links in the description under this video as well. So I really hope it's helped. Thank you so much for watching this video. As I say, I'm still continuing to upload videos from the cruise. And of course, I've got Peak Wildlife Park series to finish. And of course, I went to Dimmingsdale earlier on, so that series will get put on as well. But for now, mainly this video is on about that entry-exit system. So I've read the information out. All the information I've read out will be put in the description under this video, along with all the web links about the entry-exit system and the foreign travel advice as well. So I hope it's helped. Please subscribe at Carlsmith25. Click the notification bell. Click the thumbs up. Leave some comments. Share this video with your friends and family on social media, on the travel groups on social media as well. I'll be doing the same. I'll be sharing my links across there because this video is vital, especially if you're traveling abroad, because I know that quite a few people are going to go on these group pages and they're going to start asking questions about this entry-exit system. And I'm thinking, well, I've done a video on it. Maybe if you watch it, it might answer your question. So that's what I'm going to advise, okay? Because I know that people will be going on social media on Sunday and saying, oh, we got to the border and it took ages. Why was that? And I'm going to think, well, if you watch this video, it might tell you, okay? I know people will be going on social media and putting pictures up and photographs of queues and how long it took them and what a nightmare journey it was. Well, at the end of the day, you've got to be prepared. That information I've read out is going to help you be prepared. So please watch this video again before Sunday. Get your friends and family to watch the video. Get them to subscribe. Please watch the video. Forward it out. I want as many people to be helped as possible. If you don't like the video, that's fine, I'm not bothered. This is for people that are interested and that have got holidays booked in the coming weeks. Because from this Sunday, rules are going to be changing at airports, as you've already heard from that document. And I'm going to put everything in the description, links and the information from that document as well. So please have a read of it. Please look on the web links. Thank you so much for watching. @CallSmith25 to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you and good evening.